the initial strategy, as you mentioned, was to focus on countries near Denmark and countries near Denmark. But very soon you found yourself being involved in China, which seems very paradoxical.
Yeah.
Why was that?
Started by accident. You talked about the internet before, and we had one very knowledge-seeking Chinese, as many of them are, surfing the internet, finding the technology, asking us to come to China to present the technology, because they saw a big market in China. And we said, thank you, but no thank you, it's too far away. And we said, thank you, but no thank you 3 times. But he was quite persistent, which people from China often are as well. So we decided to go out there and found a market which was quite interesting. Interesting in different ways. It's a market where you have almost no established technology. You have no standards for testing. You have either no test at all, or you have a golden year. A lot of Chinese companies also want to export to Europe. And if you combine the two facts, that having no or a golden year test of a finished product, wanting to export to Europe, where the quality demands are different, well, that leaves a fairly good and interesting opportunity open for us. So we started at that market. First of all, we started with compressors. Since we had a very good reference case, we had a good understanding of the compressors, we had a good understanding of how to find the mistakes, how to define the limits, acceptable, non-acceptable. So we started in that industry, and actually working with maybe 40% of the Chinese manufacturers of compressors at this time, and having talked to most of them, many of them also being in the process of deciding positively to go into this market using the SoundFacts technology. So them actually being able to use the technology not only to make a better production, a better yield, a better pass yield at the production, but also using it as a sales tool toward Europe. A number of the Chinese manufacturers of electrical motors are having huge problems in consistency in production due to the high amount of manual work at the electrical motors. Some of them are having rejected up to like 14% of a running production, where we were actually able to identify a number of the mistakes at a very early stage. So the effect in China is fairly big. So from being a very far distant market, it actually showed that this market was interesting for us to work with because of the potential, because of the non-existence of existing methods, which were actually was a big barrier in Europe.